unto the setting of the sun. God is worthy to be praised. Worthy to be praised. From the rising of the sun unto the setting of the sun. Worthy to be praised. 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 Worthy to be praised.
Jesus says a man is going to leave, go to a far country. He calls 3 servants, and he gives them his possessions, not theirs, his. And he goes away. He comes back, and he asks them to give an accounting for what they have done with what he has given them. And so they come. We saw Wednesday night, the ones who had done good, they run up there first. The one who's done nothing, he comes in last, because 2 people have a return and 1 person has a reason. You get that in your spirit. We're not going to listen to reasons not to walk in favor this year. We're not going to let Satan talk to us and give us reasons why we don't have to have God's best. We in it for a return. We in it to win, so we're not going to give in to reasons. Now, there's this double return, which is why I tell you have to think in supernatural, not irrational, but super rational, above rational, but not contra rational, super rational. What Jesus says to the ones who come back and they have something. Y'all out there? Okay, I'm going to look up at you in a minute, but the one who has 5 comes back to Jesus or to the man in the stir that Jesus is talking about, the Lord. He comes to the Lord, and he says, you gave me 5, I have made 5 more. And the Lord's answer to him is multifaceted. He says to him, you have been faithful over a little. Therefore, I will make you a ruler over much. Now, if it had just been a singular return, the answer would have been something like this. Because you have been faithful over a little, I will give you more to be faithful over. In other words, he says, if it's just a singular return, it's about what the stuff is. He would say, I trusted you with a little, you were good, I'm going to give you more that I can trust you with. You out there? But that's not what he says. Not only does he suspend the relationship for the stuff, not more, much more. Make you rule over much. But also there is a transformation that happens in the servant too. He says, you have been faithful over the little. I'm going to change the little to a lot, but I'm going to change you from a servant to a ruler. Y'all out there? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? I'm doing a double transformation because of your faithfulness. I'm changing what you got to work with, but I'm also changing the one who's going to work with it. Don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that. And so, what I'm telling you, what I'm trying to tell you, is normally when people talk about favor and, want to get your money and all that stuff, and they promise you a lot of stuff. You're going to get a lot of stuff. You're going to get a lot of stuff. But those of you who've been with me a while, I tend to follow what John the Revelator writes in his third letter, where he says, "My beloved, I would that you would prosper even as your soul prospers." Excuse me for a second, and then I'm going to say this, and then you're going to forget I said it. But if I don't say it, I'm going to think about saying it the rest of the sermon, so I got to get it out. Fool with much is the same pretty much as a fool with little. The only difference is time. You don't understand that? The only difference is time. The fool with a little got a little right now. The fool with much is going to have a little in a little while. That's the only difference between a fool with a... Now, I need you to forget I said that, but I had to get that out of my spirit. And so it doesn't matter if God increases the thing if God doesn't increase the person who's managing the thing. Y'all out there? And so God said, I gave you a little, and you were a servant over it, but now I'm about to put a lot in your hands, but I don't want you serving a lot. See, y'all ain't getting this. The reason why I don't preach a simplistic prosperity or favor message is because if you start serving the blessing, God, I need a car, I need a car, I need a car, I need a car. And then you look at your car on Sunday morning, you say, oh, my 22's dirty. I think I'm going to miss church. And then I pass by the car wash, and I see you come in here telling me, Pastor, it don't take all of that. But then I pass by, see you on the car wash, and you down on your knees. Y'all don't hear the preacher. You down on your knees shining up your 22s. You can't serve God in here, but you can serve the 22s down at the car wash.